How's it going, guys? I'm here with Steven from our storefront. He's going to be teaching us some sharpening because not only do you work at Blade HQ in the storefront, you're also a pro sharpener.
I am.
Yeah.
I would like to think so.
Yeah, totally. And what we're doing today, guys, is we've got the Spyderco Sharpmaker, and we're going to be running through how the system works, why you would want it, when you'd use it. Let's get at it.
All right, awesome. Got 4 stones that are going to come with it. You have the white ones I just placed down. Those are going to be your fine rods. And then you have the medium, which are the brown rods. And the medium's gonna be a little more aggressive, take off more material. Fine's gonna be more about refinement, cleaning up the edge.
You can purchase an ultra-fine
Yes.
rod to go with it as well. And this is if you want to get your knife, you know, scary sharp.
And then there are safety measures included with this setup. They have these brass rods right here. And I like the fact that they did the brass rods because they're nice and soft, won't damage your blade.
Yeah, if you slip, you don't cut your hand off,
Yep.
and you don't ruin your knife.
Exactly, win-win.
Good design.
So we're gonna start off with the medium grit because they are the most aggressive. They're gonna take off the most material.
So the Sharpmaker does a 30-degree inclusive,
Yes.
or a 40-degree inclusive.
It does.
But I've heard guys say, well, yeah, my Sharpmaker, I do a 20-degree or a 15-degree. What's that all about?
Yeah, so the 40 degrees just means 20 degrees per side.
Per side, okay.
Exactly, so the 30 degrees means 15 degrees per side.
Perfect. And guys, if you're not sure what degree your bevel's at, what degree your edge is at on your knife, there's these Richard Kell bevel gauges. They're super rad. You can pick them up on bladehq.com, and this can actually tell you exactly what bevel you're at, which is really neat.
Awesome. So we're gonna step right into the first test subject. Right here we have our Spyderco Sage 5. And so you're going to set the knife straight up and down, so perpendicular to the surface that you have the Sharpmaker set on.
Pulling out the big words, Steven.
I know, I know. And then you're just gonna go straight up from there, one side and down. Move it over, one side and down. And essentially what this is doing is just removing little bits of metal so that you can bring an edge back that may have been rolled, chipped, anything like that.
Is there an exact number of strokes that I want to do to, like on the medium? I want to do exactly 10 strokes every time.
There's not an exact number. You kind of just go until it feels right.
Okay.
And so on the medium grit, what you're looking for is you're looking to see if there's any grab. It's not going to be a very clean edge, but it'll grab. Zach, you want to try that out?
Yeah, let's see what that feels like. Okay, so I can definitely feel there's an edge there.
Yep.
But it definitely is grabbing.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So that's what you're looking for on the medium. And then you can move over to these flat sides, which are just gonna be less aggressive. Crawl, walk, run. You're gonna start with the most aggressive, that's gonna be your base. You're gonna move step by step by step through the different grits and aggressiveness of those grits. I'm gonna do the same thing, make sure that it's perpendicular.
And I notice when you're doing that, you're locking that wrist in. One thing I love about the Sharpmaker, it's very simple.
Very, very simple. So this is the last step. I'll have you go ahead and feel that one. And you'll notice that it just feels more refined from the coarser edges.
Yep, it does. Yep.
So even at this point, we're gonna pull out handy dandy receipt paper. Even at this point, we should be able to somewhat easily cut through
Oh yeah,
some receipt paper.
That's
that kind of
pretty
plays
nice.
right through. And then the last step, and I always go with, is a little bit of stropping. So this is a flex cut. We sell those on our website.
Yeah, they go for about 12 bucks-ish. Always check the website for pricing, guys, but right around 12 bucks for that thing.
And then you want to set the knife on the strop. Now you don't want to set it completely flat because you're gonna not hit that edge that you just made. And if you come too far up, you're just gonna ruin the edge that you just made. So you want to set it about in between, a little bit less is always better. And you're just gonna run this like this, just knocking off any sort of impurity, anything that was on that edge that would cause it to hang up.
Awesome. Now I've heard that if you use a ceramic stone, you don't have to strop, but obviously as a pro, you do either way, right?
I strop all the time.
Perfect.
It's relaxing for me. I like it. So, and it was sharp before, but we can tell that it's just.
Oh yeah. Do you mind if I feel the edge now?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Feel it right after a fresh stropping. Oh yeah. That's amazing. This isn't a step that I usually do with sharpening, but I think I'm gonna have to start throwing that in there.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
That's great. Cool. Now, so not only can you sharpen this way, but the Sharpmaker actually has a couple other tricks up its sleeve, right?
It does. The base that you can flip over, you can set the stone in there, and you can pretty much use it like
it's like a traditional
sharpening stone. So you could set it like this, have your knife, and go like that. There you go.
Now, why would I want to set it up this way?
Potentially if you had larger blades that may not fit in the Sharpmaker, or if you had something that had a wider bevel than what was recommended here, or even a thinner bevel than what's recommended on the Sharpmaker, then you can sharpen it freehand on this.
Awesome. And I assume also probably with a harder steel, where you have to kind of press a little harder to get that initial edge.
Yep,
you can get a little more pressure.
Exactly.
Awesome. So not only does it work well for a 30 and 40 degree blade, basically any knife you got in your quiver,
any knife,
this will do it.
And you can axe heads, anything like that, you could do on this as well. Then the other option that this comes with is the scissor sharpener.
Awesome. Now with both of these, I see you're showing it with the fine stone, but it's the same principle, right? You
same
want to
principle.
Crawl, walk, run.
Exactly.
So start with your medium grit and then work your way up.
Exactly. You want to set that edge and then refine it.
Right on. Cool. Well, thanks for showing us how to run through this.
Of course.
This has been great. And where can the good people find you?
So I am on Instagram at Bloody Sharp Edgeworks. And that's just about it. I don't have a website or anything.
No, that works perfect. And actually, it's kind of cool. His his Instagram handle, his last name is actually Blood. So Bloody Sharp Edge. It works great. It's a
Had
great
to make
name.
a play. Had to make a play.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for being on. We appreciate
thanks for
it.
having me.
I think we're probably gonna have Steven around and run us through a couple other sharpening systems for the next little while. So that'll be good stuff. And as always, guys, make sure to share, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.